Scabba scap. Alright. Welcome back to What If Deku Had Bioelectricity. And you already know we finna have some fun with this. But anyway, let's get started. I see. You're a fan, All Might says to a shocked Izuku. As All Might looked at the scene around him, it only added to his amazement. He focused more on the scorch marks around Izuku and fried liquefied. Wait, this kid managed to electrify a liquid? The gears in All Might's head begun to spin rapidly. All liquids act as a conductor to electricity, but to be able to completely burn a liquid, All Might looked up with a sickening smile. As he started to bottle up what was left of the scorched sludge villain, he then tuned his ears back to a rambling Izuku. Kid, slow down, All Might said. Izuku blushed and bowed his head. Sorry, All Might. So first, what's your name? All Might asked. It's Izuku Midoriya, sir. All Might smiled. Well, young Midoriya, would you mind explaining your quirk to me? Oh, just in case you think you're in trouble, you're not, All Might said, smiling. Oh, thank God, Izuku thought to himself. Well, my quirk is called bioelectric. I can create full control. I can create a special type of electricity, and I have full control of the output. But that's not all. I have partial control of all electricity so far. And if I channel that electricity through myself, it goes from regular electricity to my special electricity. All Might look shocked. This kid's quirk is so versatile. I must make him my successor. All Might said to himself. Okay, kid. Meet me in a week at Bodega Beach. I shall train you, All Might said. Before Izuku could even speak, All Might jumped off. As Izuku rushed home, he passed an alleyway. And there he heard a little chuckle. Come here, kid, a voice from the alleyway said. As Izuku thought to himself, should I really be following this voice, telling me to go in a dark alley after I just had to fight, basically almost murder, a villain? Should this really be the best choice that I choose? Fuck it, Izuku says. He then begins to walk through the alley. And there, he sees a girl. But the girl isn't. She's not normal. Well, for a quirk person to be a mutation quirk, that's normal. This girl isn't. She radiates bad vibes. She's just sitting there chuckling. So, what's your name, kid? She asks. My name's Izuku Midoriya. Oh, and the reason why his personality is going back to, that was fanboy. That was, he's still a fanboy at heart. So you gotta realize that. He's naturally cold now, but he is excited about this. The training with All Might, not meeting this fucking stranger. So, the name's Izuku, Midoriya says. Oh, Izuku. You want me to call you by your first name, I see. Izuku immediately blushed. Yeah, because, he's a little simp, obviously. But as the girl got up, Izuku started to hear the men that are surrounding her, their cries of pain about how much their insides hurt. They don't know what's going on. They want Izuku to help them, to save them. There's a reason why I'm adding this person in, and you're going to love her, because this goes back to something that was hella popular. Oh yeah, and this is that type of what if. I am so sorry. I lied to all of you. I couldn't keep a straight face. So, Izuku. What's the time? Okay, 5. Izuku then begins to blush as the girl comes from the darkness. He sees 2 sharp canine teeth on her that look stunningly beautiful. He sees her blood red eyes going from bloody red to the purplest of purples to the deepest of blues, and it's as if Izuku has found his heart in her eyes. He's stunned. He's at a loss for words. The girl laughs, and then she says, "Well, Izuku, sorry to say, but I think I'm gonna have to kill you now. You just know how much blood." Fuck, I'm getting this shit away. Izuku, being stunned, can only say one thing and one thing only. Your your eyes, they're beautiful. The girl blushes. She blushes hard. But then Izuku's brain snaps back to what the hell she said. You're gonna kill me? He thinks to himself. Well, no, he says out loud, technically. And now the girl is just stuck on what Izuku said. You think my eyes are beautiful? She says. And they basically go in a circle for like a good 5 to 10 minutes about how Izuku thinks her eyes are beautiful, but she can't go around killing people. And she informs Izuku that prior, the reason why the guys are on the ground is because they tried to rob her in a dark alley. Yes, that is what they tried to do. And she tells Izuku her name. Her name is Toga Himiko. Well, Himiko Toga. I like how they do that. Here it would be, yeah, that's pretty cool. Her name's Himiko Toga. But he can call her Toga if she can call him Izuku. And it's a first name basis, so, yep. Izuku blushes by this and he says, sure. I like making new friends. New, true friends. And this makes Toga happy. Uh, 3 days go by. Well, Izuku gets home, and he doesn't really say anything to his mother. They're still not on that much of a talking term. It's just, they understand each other's points. The relationship's getting better, you know. Yeah. But 3 days go by. And Izuku, he arrives at Bodega Beach and he sees All Might. Welcome, young Midoriya, All Might says. But then he immediately spits out blood. And Izuku thinks, oh my god, it's a fucking imposter. I have to kill him now, don't I? And All Might then says, "Don't freak out, young Midoriya. This is me. This is true. This is my true appearance. I suffered an injury from a villain named All for One a couple years back, and it damaged my respiratory system. So now I can only be a hero for." And Izuku finished his sentence. A limited amount of time now, right? And All Might's shocked. The only thing that scares me more than your personality, your whole fanboy personality, is your brain comprehension. It's a scary ability, but it'll come in use during your journey as a hero. And Izuku then he remembers that All Might promised to train him, and he smiles. He's never had an honor like this before. He doesn't know what to do with it. They start off by doing some basic exercises, and this goes on for 1 month. 1 month of pure exercising. I'm talking weightlifting, all that. And second month is mostly, I would have to say, it would be, moving the garbage. Now, because of Izuku's added ability to bioelectric, I'm gonna have to change that name. I don't really like it. Sorry, you all. But as due to his ability to basically incinerate things, if the electricity is at a high enough output, All Might only allows him to use his quirk for 30 minutes a day, and he has to move most things with his body. And his pure strength. On the last month, This is before the hero entrance exam. Before the last month, All Might goes up to Izuku as he's, doing incinerating the garbage basically, and he tells Izuku why he's really training him. He tells Izuku that during that injury, his quirk restricts him now, so he needs to find a successor, and he's chosen Izuku as that successor. And this just freaks Izuku out. He doesn't know what to say. All Might tells him that he'll give him some time to think it over, but give him his answer at least before the week is over. And Izuku does just that. During that week, he gets a phone call from Toga. He asks her how did she get his number. Toga says, and I quote, "Don't worry about it." So you know what's going. You know where this is going. Toga asks Izuku if he wants to hang out, and Izuku says yeah. Now remember, All Might never told him to keep quiet about this, so that doesn't really click in his head. So Izuku explains to Toga how, his teacher basically wants to give him his quirk, and that he's been training this whole time for it. And Toga says, "Well, you'd be an idiot to not take it, I never told y'all her quirk, and I'm not going to yet. This is gonna be fucking funny." So, as Izuku thinks on this, the time to go home soon comes around, and Izuku, being himself, Izuku is contemplating this deeply, very, very deeply. I'm talking insanely deep. He's thinking that if he gets the quirk and it does something to him or his output, or if it enhances his power as he says, then what would that mean? What would that take his fuck? Where would that take his capabilities as a hero, as a potential hero? But he trusts All Might, and he tells Toga that she's right. He'd be stupid to not take this offer, and he hugs her. And Toga, her whole body, entire body, every single part of her body, from head to stomach to below the stomach to feet, gets shocked. It's as if Izuku is drawing in her pulses, and he lets go and runs off. Toga falls to the floor on her knees, unable to get up, biting her lip, thinking, "I'm gonna fuck the shit out of him one day." The next 2 days go by, and Izuku tells All Might that he'll take the quirk, and All Might's ecstatic to hear this. He's never had he didn't think that he'd have a successor as strong as this child, but this child is no longer a child. He's a young man in a world full of heroes. Okay, I'm ending it off here for the day. Yeah. The next one will be, the US. Well, not USJ. What the hell? No. The next one will be. I'll have to say. Izuku getting one for all, and the entrance exam. There we go. Yep. Sorry, I haven't done a what if in a while. Yep. But Also, yeah, I'm going that route. There has to be a love interest, and I feel like I made Toga and Deku work a lot. I feel like it gives me a lot of Gasai vibes. So I'm just gonna stick with that. Yep. Actually, you know what? That'll be spoiling it. All right. As these ideas come to me and they flood in my head, I bid you all a good day. Stay frozen.